So Jimmy, it always perplexes me. I swear that people overcomplicate this whole thing about what they need to do for their restaurants. What are your thoughts on that?
Severely overcomplicate it. Then they also get overwhelmed because there's so much they think they need to do when they just really need to do little stuff. But their brain explodes thinking they got too much to do.
So I've had dozens of calls this week where I've been talking to folks, right? Just quick 5-minute discovery calls. And, we just go through a quick little question and answer session. And the thing that I find is that people are doing all kinds of things, right? They're paying money to Yelp, and they're paying money, they're running Groupons, and it's like, oh my God, like what's the end? And it always dovetails into, you need to get more new customers. You need to get your existing customers to come back more often, and you need to get them to spend more money. And there's only 3 things that I think that are working really well right now that are actually formulaic, right? So number 1, you want new customers, then any type of advertisement that's getting you a new customer actually can work, right? You can go in the penny saver and all that kind of stuff, but you have to capture them. You have to get them into some type of loyalty program.
You have to track them also, which they're not doing with Groupon.
Yeah, if you're doing Groupon, I know you're giving away half your money, but look at that as an expense to get a new customer. Once you get a new customer, put them in your own loyalty club, your own birthday club, and then maintain that relationship, and you don't have to pay them anymore. So that's like the baseline that everybody needs to do. But one of the easiest things is Facebook ads. Facebook ads right now are crushing it. And there's basically 4 different types of Facebook ads, right? The birthday program is evergreen. You pull birthdays every 7 days, and boom, you always have a new audience. Your ad's always getting served. New mover, same thing. New mover, you can run out, you can roll that audience every 30 days. You could put out a free appetizer or a free, dessert or a free entree. Like any type of offer will get somebody to claim it to get them into the restaurant. If you have a system that captures them on the way in. So you need a Facebook ad, but you need a Facebook ad system that actually gets their information, and then you can communicate to them.
So do you mean once you get a landing page, like after the ad, where they send them to somewhere to capture their name, their address, their birthday? Is that what you're talking about by capture that information?
Yeah, get their cell phone number, get their email address, you get their name, and you can do it through, a classic landing page where they go to just a dedicated website that's nothing else is there, but give me your information and claim this offer. Or you can do it through Messenger, and Messenger can pull all that stuff very quickly, and it's tied back to Facebook. So either one of those work. So a Facebook ad with the capture, and then anything you run, when you get them in the restaurant, you need to capture them. So you can take these people right from that list that you have and put them into some type of loyalty program. Or when they come in the restaurant, you ask them to join it. You can have a text to, text VIP to this number, and it serves you a form, capture information. Or give them an old school, right? One of our best clients, he still uses pen and paper, because pen and paper, like people that are older, they just want to write that stuff down. They write it down, and we data enter it, and boom, they're in the database. So he's constantly building a list. And then the last thing, and this is fundamental for every business, is you have to plan your marketing. So if you're doing this and you have a list, what are you going to communicate to the list, right? Like, what do you say?
Right.
So you just look at the calendar 3 months into the future, and you plan it backwards. So in our world, we do this through the restaurant marketing planner, and we plan 3 months out, right? So right now, we just finished up the holiday, Thanksgiving. We're on the cusp of the 1st of December. We've already done December. We've already done January. This week we have a call that we planned
February.
February. So like, that's it. That's all you need to do. And the funny thing is, Jimmy, that's all that you and I do. That's what we do for our clients. Our whole program is designed around getting new customers, getting your existing customer information organized and actionable. And then we give you all the resources to plan and to be ahead of your marketing. And on top of that, we give you promotions. So there's stuff you need to be doing every month. You need to be putting together some type of communication, but you should plan a couple times a month. You should plan events and promotions of some kind.
Yep.
And then there's ongoing promotions that you should always have in the background, right? There's a church promotion where you're plugged into your church. There's a joint venture where you're working with other businesses.
That's my favorite.
Those are ongoing campaigns And in our world, we organize all of that through Restaurant VIP program. So anybody listening to this, Jimmy, I think we take this and we serve it to the world, and we just tell people there's 3 things that they need to understand. And it's just have a good way to get new customers, get them into a Loyalty VIP rewards program, and then continue to service them by putting creative things in front of them and giving them reasons to come back to your restaurant. Yep. That's all we do. And Jimmy, I'm so tired of, do we put a package together? We can charge $500 to put a Facebook ad together, and then we can charge, $100 a month to run the back end of that. Yep. I think I'm done with that. Like, I'm so tired of that. I want like clear cut, straightforward. I'm telling you, Jimmy, if restaurant owners gave us $200 a month, then I would do everything for them. And we haven't even talked about all of the systems and operations and people and management. Jimmy, we have reams of that stuff. I'll give them the entire restaurant success system, the entire thing, because there's so much there. And it's like, I'm not even going to go back and fix it and change it. If they need something, it's just going to be there for them. And we'll pull stuff out and we'll constantly talk about it and update it. But I think the program moving forward is, it's $200. $200 gets you a Facebook ad campaign that is badass and will get you amazing results and get you new customers, right?
Yep.
And then once we get them, we put them in the Restaurant VIP program and we manage them. And then the third part is every single month, we'll deliver you everything you need to plan your marketing, and we'll give you promotions. And then every month, I'll deliver an ongoing, like we talked about the church program. I'll deliver a program like that every single month, so you can pull a big, like, heavyweight club of a promotion out. That's the program. It's $200 a month, Jimmy. What do you think?
It's perfect, because we were talking about venting, and when so many of our restaurant people that I took calls from this week, Jonathan, you mentioned the $500 and $400 a month. And there's these other agencies that are trying to sell this birthday promotion or this birthday bot. And they're an agency that specializes in doors and roofers and dentists and restaurants. Yeah. They don't get. And so when they're confusing these calls going, well, I just talked to this guy and it's this much money. And I just talked to this guy and it's this much money. And it frustrates me going, we speak restaurant. We've done it. We know it. Why would you work with that's all we do, Jonathan. We are deep, not wide in what we do. And, I just needed to circle back to it. But
the call, like on my calls this week, we had some phenomenal success. The one thing that kept striking me funny, and I don't know if it was because, I talked to a lot of folks in California, and they must be getting inundated right now with like the meal delivery stuff.
Yeah.
They're all asking me like what my commission and what my percentage and what my take, right? And I'm like, what are you talking? Hey, forget about it.
I'm from Jesse, forget it.
And I'm like, it doesn't work that way. That's not what we do. We don't you know what? I could probably make a lot more money if I charged you on what I delivered. But God, if I charged Will $1 for every person that we delivered him from his campaign, we'd be at $600 a month. But that's all we do, right? Never mind the fact that he's a coaching client and he does Restaurant VIP and all those things. It's like, no, we just give. We just have all this information and years of experience. And it's just been perplexing me all week about, this whole, well, what's your commission and cut? It's no, sign up. It's $200. We'll deliver you a Facebook ad. We'll give you a program to run it forever. And we'll deliver you every single month all the planning. And the thing you get all the planning stuff, but now you're going to have a system, an automated system that runs the Facebook ad. And we do reporting and we analyze it. And we make tweaks to it and changes. There's all little things you got to do.
Yep.
Right? And then we're also going to give you everything to automate your loyalty program. And at the base level, you need birthday, anniversary, half birthday, welcome to the program, anniversary of when they signed up. Those 5 programs are the baseline.
And those happen automatically.
They're all automatic. All you have to do is get them in, and we're telling you that we can get them in. Like, we'll get them in. Like
We'll give you the tool between SMS and paper. They'll be there.
Yeah, it includes, yeah. So you get SMS, you get email, you get a whole builder so you can, you can communicate regularly.
Yeah, do an
So,
email blast. Yeah.
yeah, all your email stuff, you can do blast, you can do all the automated stuff is set up for you. You don't do any of that. We get on a call, we plan it out, we talk to you about setting up your basic offers, and then it's just go. It's like set it and forget it.
Yep. I love how you just said it so simply, Jonathan. There's go get new customers, use Facebook ads, deal with your existing customers, use the loyalty program, and then market your ideas and then use the loyalty program to deliver that. If I got to send out an email about March Madness, well, they're in my database. They're in my
It's all together, Jimmy.
I know.
And then you don't need to, and hey, people out there, one of the things that I run into too is, oh, well, I have a loyalty program. Some people do, where they have a mail, like they have like a MailChimp thing where they're like collecting birthdays. That's awesome. Like, great. Don't stop doing that. But we'll teach you how to use it. We'll teach you what to do with the information, and we'll teach you how to get those people to come in more often and spend more. Jimmy, so I did the math. I was on the phone with a client, and they were really having a hard time getting their mind around like how this would all work. And what I figured out is it's not a cost. It's that like $200 is not a cost.
Right.
$200 is what the fee is to have us standing at your side. But the reality is that if I can shave a point off your food cost, if I can teach you how to raise your check average by 50 cents, and do that every single month, there's no cost. It's the opposite of cost. People are looking for the cost, but it's not a cost. That's my rant for tonight. It's just been blowing my mind how people don't get it.
If we're driving 300 or 400 people, we'll knock it down a second. If we're driving 100 people in each month that weren't there before, and they're each spending $15, all of a sudden I've got a $1,500 increase in my sales, right?
Yep.
And as I increase my sales, my labor cost goes down because it's just putting more sales on top. So my cost of goods sold is actually dropping, or what I call prime costs. So I'm giving you more profit, more gross profit, more money to go pay your bills with just by small increases and cost controls. It blows my mind that people don't get it.
Yeah, never mind the fact that we actually know what the hell we're doing and we can teach you things. There's one of the things that I've always said, Jimmy, I can walk from the front door of a restaurant to the back door and find $10,000. Not a doubt in my mind. Nobody's ever proved me wrong.
Yep. Same. So, it's just amazing.
Yeah, I say we put this out to the world, Jimmy, and and if you're listening to this and you get a copy of this somehow, the best thing to do is just schedule a 5-minute call with us. Let's just figure it out. It's not that difficult. It's really not.
No.
And we're happy to help. And there's not a doubt in my mind. There hasn't been a single person, and I've talked to at least 100 people in the past 2 weeks. There's not a doubt in my mind that every single one of those people walked away with value that they can apply to their business.
Absolutely.
No
well,
doubt.
There's one thing I wanted to tap into there. That 5-minute call you were talking about, that's kind of like us interviewing them and them interviewing us, right? I mean,
one of the things that I'm hell bent on at 46 years old is I don't work with anybody, Jimmy.
And that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. If you can't afford if you can't afford the $200, don't bother wasting my time.
Exactly.
Okay. If you think $200 a month is a lot of money, you're not my client. You'll never be one of our clients.
And it's okay because we don't want to take your money and hurt you. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's number one. Number two is you have to like our voice, and I have a different voice than Jimmy, right? Yeah. Jimmy's like the soft, rounded out guy. I'm like the straight, freaking, give you a kick in the ass guy.
That's but it's Jersey.
It's out of love. It's out of love. Ask my kids. It's out of love.
Right. No, that's just what makes our personalities, our whole Jimmy and Johnny strong, is because we're two different sides, but yet we're coming to the same conclusion of helping these people grow their sales, cut their costs, so they can A, maybe sell their restaurant, or B, maybe take the family on vacation, or just see their kids. I mean, that's a big deal. My nanny used to bring me the kids so that I could see them, and that kind of sucked.
Oh yeah, when you're working at the restaurant. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. Yeah. You get that between 3 and 5, you get to see your family. Now, if you do this right, you actually get to enjoy your life. You get to have a vacation or two. You get to have, the car you want. It was funny. I was thinking about it, the $200 earlier, and I was like, that's like, to some people that's a car payment. In my mind, I'm like, they're driving the wrong car. So, that's okay. So, one of the things that we don't talk about is kind of the ongoing, so we talked about you're going to get all this automation and this great system to do your Facebook. You're going to get all this great automation and system to do your ongoing marketing. We're going to teach you the ongoing marketing, and we're going to give it to you. So you just change your name and put your logo in. Yeah. We're going to give you every system and tool you could ever need for a restaurant, ever. Yep. Right? Like your employee handbook, your SEPSA service, your everything you can think of, we're going to give you. But the other thing, Jimmy, is like the ongoing every week, every month that I want people to understand. So, the first week of the month, we always do our marketing planning call where we plan 3 months into the future. The second week of the month, we always do a topic, an industry topic. So Jimmy and I, we go into the vault, we pull out one of these great resources and we explain it, and we deliver that. And the third week of the month, we always do some type of expert interview or member spotlight. Sometimes it's actually better to just take people that are doing it and using it and having a lot of success and share off what they're doing. Yep. You can look over their shoulder per se. Yep. And then the fourth week of the month is when we do all of our one-on-one coaching calls. So if you're a one-on-one coaching member, that week is kind of reserved for you. And that's your time where we just get on the phone and it's dedicated to you, your business. And, we dive deep. I look at financials and we have a whole share folder and we pass stuff back and forth. So that's how the program works on a day-to-day, month-to-month. And then we were always sending out, we always have, some business builder ideas and tips and tactics and some other great stuff to just keep you rolling. So the whole goal of this is that you're not alone. So if you've ever felt like you're alone, you don't need to be alone. Why wouldn't you want to have a couple, great guys that have been very successful in the restaurant business riding shotgun with you on this?
Exactly. Plus the other members are great at talking to the other members.
Oh yeah. Facebook group.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, you're not alone anymore fighting the battles. You can just pick up a phone or send out a message and say, what the hell's going wrong? Did you just have a quiet Saturday? No, I had a busy one. We had no snowstorm. It's like, oh, okay. It's just amazing how they help each other. And then one other part, we get together in Chicago at the restaurant show where everybody kind of comes together and we go out and have dinner. And Jonathan and I are just starting to do some traveling around some cities and doing some events. So as our customers grow, we'll be able to meet them one-on-one and they'll be able to meet each other one-on-one. Kind of like a mastermind, if you will.
Yeah, that's like the bigger, but again, Jimmy, I think it's for everybody, it's super simple. It's just, the program is super phenomenally powerful. You get 10 times the value out of it that you could ever invest in it. And that's how we are. That's how we want to deliver. And we just want everybody out there to be successful. I'm so tired of people that are struggling or people that are making bad decisions. They may not be struggling, but God, they're pissing away some money that they don't need to.
Yeah, they're pissing it away because they're reacting and not being proactive. And it's a cycle. It's a terrible cycle.
Yeah, imagine you just pick up the phone and talk to one of us. We'll see who they call more, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Do they call Dad, the nice guy, or they call him Mom, the bitch? I don't know who's who yet. We'll figure it out.
I'm a little both.
So am I. Okay, Jimmy. That's it. I'm not going to bitch anymore, but I do super appreciate you. I appreciate all of our members. And if you're not a member, this is one of those things. Just jump on a call with us, figure it out, and let's get going.
And I think when you'll find this, there'll be a little button below to schedule a call with us, if I'm correct. So
yeah, we'll put this on a page if they can land and do that. We can handle that.
This has been great. I appreciate the time tonight. And here's to you, my friend.
Hey, here's to you, my brother. Nice Yingling. I'll catch you later.
All right.
Good.
Peace out.
Peace.